Hi guys, Creative Lauri here. Welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm a home stager and today I'm doing a challenge presented by Krista from Crafty Kitty. She has a 3-part Halloween DIY and I love Halloween, so I knew I had to do this challenge. Now, I wanted to kind of get up close and personal so you can see this. You guys saw me haul this from the Dollar Tree. It was a little Dracula with that had like little movable parts. I did take off his cape, which has like a little rivet back here, and it just sort of pops off because it has like a hole on it in it. And so I took a second Dracula, took his cape off, and I also took his bow off because what we're gonna do is make a little stuffed Dracula for Halloween. I'm probably going to give this to my nephew. So we don't need the cape right now. But this will be the front. And then this will actually be the back. So I'm putting his face down. What I could do is take the hair off. If I decide that'll work, I'll take the hair off and put it on this side. I'm not sure if that will completely work, but I'll try. And then all we're going to do is place them together. Oops, that's the front. Okay, and we're just going to use hot glue. That's it. We're not sewing. I can't sew. We're not going to use Stitch Fix or that hemming tape, or I don't think that would even work on this hardened felt. So we're just going to match it up according to the cutouts, which seem pretty accurate on both pieces, which is kind of nice. And we're gonna hot glue it. So we'll get the hands to match up a little bit better, and we're just gonna hot glue. We're gonna start with the body, and then if we need to move like the hands or something off and redo them, then we'll do that. So let's get started. So I have my higher heat, I should say, high temp glue gun that I got recently from Walmart. I think it was $2.97. I really needed one, so I got that. I have a bunch of glue sticks. I may need more than this, I don't know. I have scissors, and then I have my stuffing polyfill. This huge bag, pardon me, you guys, my allergies are really bugging me. I have bought at Walmart. It was in the materials section. It was $20, and they had it for, they had a few, but I had to ask them about it, and they brought it out. And I have restuffed a couch with this, pillows, you name it, a ton of pillows. And a couch, I had bought a couch and it just needed to be refluffed. It took a lot of polyfill, but actually, I mean, this is like maybe half the bag left. So it was a really great deal. So if you buy one, you're going to have it for a long time. But in my industry or for my business, it really works well. All right, so let me start with the body. I'm going to start with the actual bodice. And we're not going to hot glue where there's rivets. We're going to work around that. So let me first, I don't know if you can see this. There we go. Ooh. All right. So let's move the little arms out of the way. Sorry for the noise, guys. And I'm just going to start under the arm. Nice bead of glue. Make sure you get a bead all the way around. And then just press down. Ooh, that is hot. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I got one side down. In fact, I glued it to my counter. And let me press here. Make sure you press it down, because this is a thicker fabric and it has like something on it to like, I think it's called sizing, where it makes it stiff. So I'm going to glue the rest of the bodice and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so before I continued after I glued the bodice, I thought it would be best that I stuffed his bodice because it'll be too difficult otherwise. So I've stuffed his bodice, not overly, but as you can see, he's got some pucker to him. I could probably stand to put like a little bit more towards the bottom. And you just kind of have to push hard on it. And if you want to make him kind of stiff, not so flimsy. And then, so I got him up to his neck here. So then I took off his hair from the front, right? This is the front, but on the other face, I tried to take his hair off as best as I could. And I re-glued it on the back. So then I also took off the eyes and one of the tooth, and I thought, well, I'll reuse that on a pumpkin somewhere. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm not sure if I want to do his neck to his bottom of his face and then stuff him, or to his ears and then stuff him. I think that's what I'll do. So let me do that really quick. All right, I wanted to show you guys this part. So I hot glued him. See, there's like a little hole there. I hot glued from like the base of the head all the way up to one side of the ear. You're going to just match it up. And this is the important part because you want all of your arms and legs to still move. So that's why I did not hot glue it. We can hot glue this later if we want to, but I wanted to stuff him and then that way all the arms and legs will still move. So let me stuff part of the head and hot glue the other side. Okay guys, so I got the little head done. Yeah, it's best to do it half at a time. Now it does look a little messy back here, but we're going to clean that up in a little bit. And so it's starting to pop just a tad up here because the polyfill got stuck. We'll go ahead and fix that later. Next I want to do are the legs because that would be the easiest. So let me go ahead and glue those together and stuff them as well. Okay guys, so I just want to show you for the leg, I am definitely trying to stuff the stuffing away from my glue line as much as possible. So I learned from the head that it would just make it much easier. So let me go ahead and glue this. Think of it like a little taco that you're sealing up. So 1 second. Okay guys, so he's really starting to take shape. So I got the legs done and he can actually kind of sit down. So that's kind of cool. One tip here is make sure you do the inside, glue that first, and then stuff it, and then glue the outside. It's just easier. All right, I'm going to start on the arms, and I'll show you how I do that after I get one done. Okay, 1 second. Okay guys, sorry you keep seeing my hand turning the camera on and off. I have done both arms and legs, so all the limbs are done, and we are going to fix the back. But first you're going to close up the very top of the arm. Now they're not really going to move all that well because now there's stuffing and there's 2 of them, but it has a little bit of give, and if you leave it undone like on this one, it does move a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and now do the neck. So I'm going to glue it there and glue it here, and I'll see about if I want to do that arm. And then I'll show you how to fix the top of his hair also. Oh, you probably couldn't see that. So hopefully you could see what I was talking. So I'm going to, like I said, glue it right here on his neck. Okay, 1 second. Okay guys, so I think why this one doesn't really move, oh it does move a little bit. Okay, it's this one. They kind of both move a little bit, but not a whole lot. Anyways, that's okay. I did glue the tops of the arms together and the tops of the collarbone, if you want to call it that, but the side of the neck, I hope you can see this, I left open because it is too hard to close that. It'll probably pop open, but it's gonna be covered with the little what's it called, cape. And also another thing, on one of the arms, I had to take off the back of the hand. It was just glued right here to better align it. So that was really helpful, but I still had to trim up a little bit of the hand. I don't know if you could see that. And then the hairline. We're gonna fix that hairline right now. I trimmed the top of the cape off, and I don't think you really notice it, but I'll save this one for another project. And I'm just going to align it best as I can to cover up my mistake on top. And then I'll cut a couple pieces on the side. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so I did fix the hairline with the top of the cape that I cut out. Another piece of advice is the side pieces. It was almost perfect the way I cut it out because it had like little peaks on the side, so I could mold them to his sideburns. But it should have done was put those pieces on first and then the top one. So I was able to do that on this side and cover up on this side, but not that one. But it's the back, so it's not a big deal. Now, because it's felt, everything wants to stick to it. So I just took off all the little glue parts. This one was there prior. That was from them when they put it together. They didn't use hot glue. It looks like they used like some you know, that epoxy stuff that comes in like a jar. I can't remember the name. But now, oh, and also on the gray, it's more forgiving with the glue, but on the purple, it's not as much. So just be careful. And on the black, it's not as much. So I'm not going to mess with his bow tie. I'm going to leave it as is. And I'm not going to puff his cape. So I'm just going to put his little cape back on. I don't know which side is which, but let me do that. And then I'll show you him. Okay guys, they're done. I decided to do the mummy also, which was much easier. So much easier. So let me show you the Dracula, which I think he turned out so super cute. He still has his movable cape and bow tie. His arms don't really move. So I learned on this one to do the mummy, but his little legs, he's got a nice little body weight. I don't know what else to call it, but you can tell he's stuffed. And you can hang him on, I'm gonna give these to my nephew, to, you know, your front door or his door, his bedroom. I think he's probably gonna end up putting them on his bed because I did the mummy also, which I think turned out super cute. So my counter is slippery, so they're not staying. But as you can see on the mummy, the legs do move, and the arms, and his head. So I learned this one was, like I said, much easier. It went so much quicker too. But word of caution, when you're stuffing around the arm and leg area, don't overstuff because the grommets will pop up. So I had to finally hot glue the grommet together. But I think this one's super cute, and I did add some burlap on this one, but on this side I didn't. So in case he liked it without or whatever. But I think they're so cute, and they look so cute together. Like they're kind of holding, you know, walking hand in hand. Hold on a second. There we go. Isn't that cute? So these were really fun, you guys. It took me about an hour, a little over an hour to make them. And I do have leftover cape and bow tie for maybe another project for Halloween. But for $4, I think it turned out to be a really cute little project. So let me show you what they look like hanging on a door. Hold on. Okay guys, I put some burlap underneath so they wouldn't slip, but I think they're so cute. My nephew's gonna love them on probably his bed. So let me show you the Dracula hanging up. Okay, so there's a little Dracula hanging up. As you can see, he's pretty cute. I think he turned out pretty cute. So I know my nephew's really gonna like him. And then I'm not gonna show you the mummy hanging up because I don't think you'll be able to see him against the white door. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little DIY tutorial. It's kind of learning along the way on how to do this, but I bought them specifically because I like felted things, and then I thought, oh my gosh, I could totally make them stuffed, because these would cost kind of a lot, and there is a lot that goes into them. So for $4 for 2 of them, I think that's like a great price and really cute way to decorate your kids' bedroom. So I want to thank you to Krista from Crafty Kitty for presenting the Hocus Pocus first challenge for Halloween, where you revamp a Halloween decoration or do a DIY. And she has a wonderful channel, and I will leave her channel in the description box below, along with the playlist if there's one. I'll also put that in the description box, so make sure you go check out everyone else. And Krista, I'm so sorry I'm doing this a day late, but I really wanted to participate, so I hope you forgive me. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all later. Let me know, too, which one you like, the Dracula or the Mummy. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you know when I'll be putting up all of my videos. Thanks, guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye.